Hey, Mark here from The Average Kitchen, coming to you from Canada again with another great review on the brand new, and they've come out with a lot of different models of indoor grills, but this is one of their newest one. It's the Ninja Foodi grill. The model is EG201. So today we're gonna do a couple different things. We're gonna start with the air fry function and just do some chicken tenders. Then we're gonna grill some asparagus. We're gonna grill a steak, and we're gonna do some burgers. So we've got it preheating here at 390, I believe it is. Still shows it's it's ready to go. So let's fire in some, these are frozen, just chicken tenders, my kids' favorites. So there we go. It is quite differently shaped than some of the grills we've done in the past. They're usually more rectangular, right, Jamie? Yes. So the book says 21 minutes on those. So let's go time, 21. We'll see in 21 minutes. 23 seconds left. We did not peek at these, we did not flip these. They're definitely done, maybe overdone. But yeah, we're crispy guys here. I like that it has the little, oh come on. Spoke too soon. I was trying to pull out that crisper plate, I think they call it, but there we go. So that's for your air frying. So we're gonna put that aside, and we're gonna just throw in our grill. We're gonna get that preheating. So we're looking at, let's hit stop. We're looking at grill, high. All right, so on the grill setting, low is 400 degrees, medium's 450, high is 500, max is 510. So for a steak, we're probably gonna wanna be, what, 500, I would think, Jamie? It said high, okay. So we're gonna hit start, we're gonna preheat that. Let's try a tender here with a little plum sauce. So again, maybe a little over, a couple minutes. Super crispy, evenly cooked across the board, thank you, Jamie. Maybe a couple minutes over. All right, so we have a sirloin steak here, salt and pepper. Major pet peeve of mine, let me know if you agree. When you don't quite notice and they just sneak in a little sliver of steak, like almost like build the weight up. So that's a little bit annoying. Jamie, would you agree with that? Very annoying. So we're kind of looking to aim for the medium rare. So I'm gonna go 3 minutes on either side. So it's said to add food, so we're ready to rock here. We got our grill, so let's throw this in. There we go. Time, Jamie said do it 6. It's gonna tell us to flip it halfway. All right, so Jamie was right. We set it for 6 minutes. It's telling us to flip. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So, bit of a mistake I made there. We're saying add food because the residual heat in the machine was still hot from when we did the tenders, but the grill itself wasn't as hot as I would have liked, so I may have put that on a little premature and didn't get that hard sear on the grill. C'est la vie, nothing we can do about it now, but we're gonna let that cook out for 3 more minutes and see how it looks. All right, so cook just completed. Let's have a look. They look nice. Jamie had brought up a good point. He said, you know, should we probe it and make sure that it's where we want it to be temperature-wise? So it is kind of a thinner steak, so it might be a little bit trickier to probe, but trying to find a thicker part here. Well, it's showing 135, so that's perfect. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna tent this, which I often do with foil. We do get a lot of people, I think, that wear these as hats that always tell us aluminum foil will kill you. And I've never read any research on that to say that it's legit. Maybe it will. So anyway, let's go to grill max, 10 more degrees Fahrenheit. We'll give that a second to warm up, and we'll throw on, I've got some asparagus here that I just did up with a little bit of avocado oil, salt and pepper, pretty simple. So according to the grill chart, asparagus is on there. It says on max, as Jamie pointed out, flipping not necessary, 5 to 7 minutes. So maybe we'll just split the difference and go with 6 minutes. Looks beautiful. I have an old buddy of mine, I haven't seen him in a long time, but used to say the best way to cook asparagus, trim it, clean it, throw it right in the garbage. Whereas for me, it's probably my favorite vegetable. All right, a little bit of time left here on those, 15 seconds. We'll untent our steak here. Gordon Ramsay always says you should rest your meat for as long as you cook it, which is always good advice. And I find that really comes into play whenever we do turkey, like Thanksgiving, Easter time, whatever. We would tent that turkey and let it rest for 3-4 hours. Unbelievable difference. All right. Ooh, those look nice. Real nice. All right, so I'm gonna turn that back on because it was high, right, Jamie? Medium. So we're gonna let that continue to warm up because we're gonna do some keg. I don't know if that's a thing in the States. I don't think it is. It's a Canadian thing. It's kind of like a steakhouse. Keg prime rib beef burgers, frozen. We're gonna do some of those. All right, so let's cut into this steak and try it. So a little bit over, but not too bad. Let's try a piece. So it's good. Would I take it over a barbecued steak? Absolutely not. Let's try asparagus. Asparagus is great, super firm, nice and tender. I can taste the salt and pepper that I seasoned it with. It's fantastic. All right, so we got 4 burgers. I think they should fit. They definitely should fit. Pretty close. I don't know if it's gonna fit, Jamie. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get for right now. And maybe once they shrink down, when we flip them, they should sit flat. And that was 15 minutes? 10 to 15. All right, let me get cleaned up.
All right, a couple guest hosts here for the next few seconds in the average kitchen. Oh, slippery. I'm gonna try out the burgers. These guys. Well, first bite.
Really good.
All right, apparently the kitchen island got hijacked by a couple mini-me's there when I had to step away for a second. So they're in behind the camera crushing burgers right now. I'm gonna cut this one in half. Jamie and I are gonna each try a part and see how it is. It looks nice. We always talk about burgers. We talk kind of to our US friends. Jamie and I are fresh off a trip to Myrtle Beach, doing a little research down there, barbecue places, you know, maybe some future video stuff. And a lot of Americans, not all, like their burgers kind of on the medium rare side. In Canada, in the restaurants, for example, you can't even order, it has to be well done. So a little bit different. I'd love to know if you're from a European country, is it different there? But anyway, let's give this a try. Really good, actually, Jamie. Very good. Probably the best, could be the burger that Jamie picked up. Best indoor grill burger I've ever had. Again, it's probably more the burger than it is the grill, but. All right, so let's talk about this product. Overall, pretty impressed. Jamie and I had a lot of discussions. As you're a fan of the show, which we hope you are, you know that we do a scoring matrix after every review and we break down our reasonings for the score. We don't really know who Ninja's target audience is for this. If the target audience is for a couple or a single person, I think it's bang on perfect. If the target audience is a family, it's undersized. So let's go through our scoring matrix. So price point was $169 US. So that'd be just over probably 200 Canadian. Bought it about a month ago. Ninja seems to always price high and then start to slowly come down as newer products come out or as they start to get a little bit older. So we gave that a 7.8 out of 10. Functionality, it worked well. This one, I believe they call it a 6-in-1. We always poke fun at the dehydrate. Jamie laughed, what was it, dehydrating asparagus, I think it was 8 hours. So if that's your thing and you wanna do banana chips and asparagus, it does dehydrate. But for the most part, this is an indoor grill, and a air fryer. And I think more geared towards the indoor grill side of the house, but it does function well. And the test that we did today worked well. So we gave that an 8.6. Versatility sort of ties into the functionality. It is versatile where you can air fry or grill. So we gave that an 8.1. Cleaning, always a bit of a nightmare, especially when you're doing burgers and stuff, and you have these grills that have all these little grooves and stuff. It did come with a brush, I believe, Jamie, a little cleaning brush. There, so the little brush helps with this little, whatever you want to call it, that goes in between the grooves. So that's one thing that's kind of nice. All the parts are dishwasher safe with the exception of the main unit. So we gave that an 8.1. Size, so size is the one that sort of Jamie and I discussed at length, where I was mentioning if you're a couple or a family of 2 people, or if you're a single person, this would be perfect. You know, you can do 4 burgers on it as we showed, although it was tight. You could do a couple steaks, couple chicken breasts, whatever. So if you're a single person or a couple, it's probably the perfect size. If you're a family of 4 like I am, or even bigger, you'd be pretty hard pressed to cook 4 steaks or 4 large chicken breasts or whatever on that. So if the target audience is for a couple or a single person, we give the score a 8.9. Storage, here's a big point of contention for me. And all the Ninja indoor grills that we've reviewed have the same problem. You cannot store all the components together and close the lid. You can't do it. So if I put in, if I put in the crisper tray and then I put in the grill, you'll see the lid won't close. Now, it almost closes, but it doesn't close. If you reverse those, same thing, won't close. That's a bit of a sticking point for us. Like, I wish you could just close it and shove it away. Jamie thinks the reason they did that is so that you don't accidentally have the crisper tray underneath, throw the grill in and cook with it. Although I don't really see how it could be damaged, but maybe it could, because the grill temperature is a lot higher and that's a flimsier piece of metal. Anyway, so the storage, we gave it a 7.4 because I don't like that component. And then overall quality, I mean, Ninja's never really let us down. We're not affiliated to Ninja whatsoever. We're not affiliated to any company, but we do review a lot of Ninja products because a lot of people want to see Ninja reviews. So the quality's always been there, so we gave that an 8.5 with an overall score of 8.2. We hope you liked our review. Don't forget to leave us a comment, subscribe, and let us know where you're from. I'm a world traveler, 43 countries under my belt so far. I love hearing from people. We've heard from people from Dominican Republic to South America, Denmark, Germany, Czech Republic, all over. I love it. Keep the comments coming. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.